It takes money to make money. But blogging is a relatively inexpensive way to start an online business. In fact, I started my blog back in 2016 for only $200. But since then, I've invested a lot more into it. And I can't stress this enough. Of course, there's some upfront costs, but you don't need to spend loads from the beginning to be able to be successful. You want to assess your needs and your business goals and pick tools and software that help you get there intentionally. In this video, I'm going to share with you the best purchases I made for my blog that I totally stand behind because they had such a massive difference in me growing my blog and my blogging income. In other words, they were worth it. First and foremost is, of course, a laptop. It's so important to have a laptop, not necessarily one solely dedicated to your blogging business, but one that you can use as so much of the initial setup will require it. I absolutely love my MacBook Air and I had it for a couple of years. It also served me well during university when I had online assignments and such. So it wasn't solely a blogging purchase, but it was definitely something that obviously contributed to me starting a blog because I had the tool that I needed in the first place. If you already have a laptop or PC or you're watching this on one of them, you're good to go and get started. But if you're actually on the market to purchase a new laptop that can be used for blogging or for working on your online business, then I have a list of the best laptops for bloggers, writers, and even content creators linked below, where I compare a few of the best and the most popular laptops to help you find something that suits your needs the best. Next up, the second thing that I bought for my blog was obviously web hosting. So if you haven't had a website of any sorts before, this is what you'll need to make that happen. I personally went with Bluehost and it was such a great investment at the time. I got a 3-year deal and a free domain name from them with that, and that's still something that they offer. I will leave my link below, which will get you an extra discount. So if you haven't set up your blog host or you're not self-hosted yet, I highly recommend it. A lot of bloggers start on free platforms first, like WordPress or Blogger, but if you're serious about making your blog into a business and making money from it, you absolutely need web hosting. It's basically like buying your property online rather than just renting off somebody else's. Not to mention that having a free blog like Blogger or WordPress.com has huge limitations. You can't place ads, you can monetize through other means, and it's overall not going to get you very noticed. How are other people meant to take your blog and website seriously if you don't? Another blogging purchase that was so worth it was my $5 blog logo. I hired somebody on Fiverr to do the logo that I still have now for the She Approach. I absolutely love it. I stuck with it. Obviously on Fiverr you kind of get what you paid for, but there's still talented graphic designers that can do such a great job, and that's one of the essential things that you need to get started and brand your business and set yourself apart from the competition. So you can hire somebody on Fiverr to do it for you if you don't have the graphic design skills, or if that's something that you are willing to try for yourself or even develop that skill. I highly recommend Canva, which brings me to the other thing that I buy every single year for my blog and online businesses, which is a Canva Pro subscription. Canva is so worth it. You can actually get started for free, and I'll leave a link to that and all the other tools that I'll mention in the description of this video. But I use it so much. I use it to create blog banners, social media banners. I even created a media kit and a brand outreach PDF with them, as well as the YouTube thumbnails that you see here, the intro for my videos, and so much more. They introduced a video editing software within Canva this year, which is so helpful to create short motion videos. But overall, it's such an essential tool that will take care of the visual aspect of blogging, because no matter how good of a writer you are, if all you have in a blog post are just words, you're gonna lose your audience interests so quick. One of the other things that I invested for my blog and for my specific niche were stock photos and a stock photo subscription. I subscribe to Style Stock Society, which brings in new photos every single month, and they have very branded lady boss kind of photos that I absolutely love and that kind of fit my branding aesthetic. And that's just because my niche is not very visual otherwise. I mean, there's only so many photos I can take of this, my setup, before it gets boring because it's not really related to the content. And because my niche is digital marketing, blogging, social media, etc., I didn't really need to take my own photos for the first few years that I was blogging, other than photos of myself for branding purposes. That might or might not be your case depending of the niche, but for specific niches, for example, if you're in the parenting niche and you don't want to share photos of your kids online for security purposes, using stock photos is such an excellent way to get around that, find really high quality resolution photos without having to invest loads in camera equipment. That's actually something that I recently invested more into, and my gear is listed below, including my YouTube filming gear and all this kind of setup. But like I said, you might not need this from the very beginning. You can get around with using stock photos, and I will leave a link to the 30 stock photo websites that I use or I like below so you can look for it, especially if you're looking for something that kind of stands out and not stock photos that everyone else is using. That list is just going to be helpful to find a couple of hidden gems. Next up is an email marketing software. Having blog visitors is great, right? Who doesn't love page views and people reading their blogs? But if you're not able to capture that audience, what are the odds that they will return? Blogs don't really work the way that they used to, where people kind of tune in every week to see what you've posted. They need reminders and you need a way to get in touch with them. So starting an email list is a brilliant way to do that. I invested early on in MailerLite, and when I say invested, I didn't really have to pay for it until I reached like 1,000 subscribers. It's absolutely free to use before that, and it's such a great way to get started with email marketing while keeping your costs very low. Because by the time you have 1,000 subscribers, if you're committed to your email list and they're engaged with you, you'll be able to kind of monetize your email list further and sell your products, your courses, your services, anything like that, even affiliate links. If you want to get started with MailerLite and take $20 off your first subscription when you finally have to pay, make sure to check the link below. If you sign up through that, you'll get that as a reward. I already mentioned that one of the main ways that I make money blogging is through selling my own products, whether that is ebooks, masterclasses, PDFs, spreadsheets, and so on. I started with a couple of ebooks, and then I transitioned into creating a lot more resources for my students and my audience, and I primarily used two tools for that. So I started selling these products with Sendowl, which is great for PDFs or anything that you can upload to their servers. They will take the payment, deliver the freebie. You can embed them on your WordPress blog super easily. I used them for the longest time until I started creating courses, and I needed a course hosting platform as well. So when you have online courses, you obviously want to create a really good platform for students to be able to consume that content. That's the reason why I moved to Thrivecart, which I absolutely love. Not only do they handle the transaction side of things, so I still can sell my ebooks or masterclasses, PDFs, upsells, tripwires, everything else with them, but I can actually host my courses for free. They came up with something revolutionary at the start of the year, which is their Learn platform. It's a built-in feature on their platform that allows you to create courses and have students enroll directly in them, so it's all in one tool. You don't have to deal with the hassle of having a different payment processor and a different course host, and it's all for one-time fee. One of the other tools that I've invested in and that I highly recommend is HONEYBOOK. They're a client management software. They take care of all the systems, starting with getting a lead for a new client to them actually paying and signing up. That's something that I used to do manually for every single inquiry I had, and it was so time consuming. HONEYBOOK allows you to create forms and questionnaires that generate leads for your services, as well as automated follow-up emails, contracts, invoices. It's all taken care in one place. And once you get clients to actually sign up, it also acts as a client management portal. So it allows you to keep all the communication in one place with your clients. It's a super useful tool if you're offering services, and that's one of the ways that you're planning to monetize. If you want to check out HONEYBOOK for free and see if it's right for you, be sure to check out the link in the description. Not only will it give you a free trial so you can go in and test everything out without paying a dime, but if you do decide to invest in it, you'll get 50% off your first year. KeySearch is another blogging tool that I absolutely recommend. It's not only super affordable, but it will help you boost your organic traffic. So KeySearch is a keyword research tool. It allows you not only to spy on your competitors, see what they're ranking for, but find article ideas, good keywords to rank for, and other useful tools and resources that will help you get ranked on the first page of Google, which means free traffic. It's something that I wish I had invested earlier on, because with my second blog, I used keyword research from the very beginning, and I had a process to follow, which I actually outlined in the video linked here, but it made such a difference. So this is one of the tools that I would invest early on. You can pay for it annually or monthly and do bulk research and then cancel it. And if you use my link below and the discount Anna20, you'll get 20% off either plans for perpetuity. Speaking of tools that make our life easier, TAILWInd was one of the other tools that I paid for early on, and it helped me scale my blog so fast. TAILWInd is a Pinterest scheduler. It helped me automate my pin, keep my account super active. Pinterest is one of the main ways that I get traffic to my blog, and by using this tool, I was able to automate my Pinterest queue for months in advance. So I only go in every couple of months, create new pins, post them, schedule them, and so on. I have a couple of TAILWInd tutorials on my blog showing you how you can use them, but I definitely did something right when it comes to Pinterest, not only because of the traffic that I get from Pinterest, which is obviously the greatest indicator that it's worth it, but also the fact that my Pinterest account just surpasses 40,000 followers. And one of the last tools that I use for my blog that I also started with early on when it came to my secondary blog is Lasso. Lasso is an affiliate management plugin, and they create these beautiful display boxes, but they also handle all your affiliate programs in one place, so you can quickly create, grab affiliate links, organize your links in your programs, find new opportunities to link to affiliate links in your existing content. It's just a revolutionary tool. So if affiliate marketing is one of the main ways that you're going to monetize or you're planning to, I highly recommend checking them out. They literally pay for themselves because they have increased my affiliate sales. And of course, something that a lot of bloggers overlook when they're focused on building their blog and their platform and their kind of social media presence and everything else, which obviously the tools that I just mentioned all help with, is the actual learning aspect. So one of the best investments that I made for my blog early on was invested in courses, memberships, and even coaching from people who knew what they were talking about. And then particular ebooks or courses that were niching down on specific skills that I really wanted to hone in. I actually have created an entire list of the best blogging courses out there, including a couple of free ones that you can get started with right away. So like I said, you want to invest in these as you go. You don't need to buy a bunch of courses at the beginning before you have made any money. But once your blogging business starts generating some money, it's so worth reinvesting it back into it if you want it to be able to scale and grow. So I hired somebody for a couple of sessions one-on-one who explained a couple of things that were confusing to me when it came to SEO, and that literally changed my entire approach, no pun intended, to how I kind of created content, shared content, found content ideas, and so on. And the coach that I hired, Debbie, no longer offers one-on-one coaching, but what she did instead is she consolidated all her knowledge into super affordable ebooks. I also bought her ebooks. They were also amazing. I'll link them below, but trust me when I say Debbie knows what she's doing. She has a flooring website that gets 500,000 page views every single month. So when it comes to SEO and traffic and creating content that pleases Google and also helps you get your target audience to your blog, she's my to-go person for this. What I'm saying here is that if you don't have the money to invest in working one-on-one with coaches, although it's such a way to up-level your business, then look at what other resources they offer, because they are usually able to do so for a much affordable price, and you'll still learn a lot. And of course, if you're looking for a blogging coach, I offer coaching services, and you can check out my packages. I also offer a free call so we can jump in, talk about what's holding you back and how I can help. Or you can check out my courses and ebooks, which you can all find on my blog page. They range from teaching beginner lessons. So if you're a blogger in your first year of blogging and just looking to build the foundations, I have a couple of blogging challenges, courses, and ebooks to help you do that. Or if you're in a later stage and you just want to take your blog that's earning some revenue and actually turn it into something that you can live off of. As always, thanks for watching. And if you want to find the links to any of the tools or resources that I mentioned, be sure to check them out in the description. It's been a pleasure to have your attention, and make sure to check out some of my other videos on blogging or growing your blog if you're here, because, well, it's free to watch.